Hey guys, so I'm broke. I have like no money. Every time I open my bank account, a laugh track plays. It's honestly quite sad. But recently, Street Fighter 6 had a new character come out, Mr. Terry Bogard, and I'd quite like to play him, but as we've established, I have no money. Fortunately for me though, you can get these things called rental tickets, which allow you to play the DLC characters for up to an hour, which is great. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and learn Terry in this hour. Now, learn is honestly a little subjective, so what I'm going to do is the placement matches in ranked mode towards the end of the hour, and if I win more than I lose, I will say I've successfully learned the character. Alright, everyone on the same page, let's begin. I jumped into Fighting Grounds and clicked Rent Fighter, and the 1 hour time limit began. Now this 1 hour timer just goes for like a real hour. It doesn't pause for like menus, or even if I exit out of the game, it would just keep going. So I had no time to waste. Anyway, the first thing I did was waste a bunch of time. Instead of jumping into training mode first, which would have been smart, I jumped into CPU matches and wasted a bunch of time fighting a CPU. This was dumb because I was trying to learn moves and win a match, which isn't very efficient. So I kind of just ended up mashing a bunch of buttons until I won, and overall learned nothing in the first few minutes, so we're off to a great start. My strategy to try and learn Terry as fast as possible is to just go through his entire move list and then kind of just freestyle from there. So let's go through his moves a bit. I'm not going to go through all of them because this video would be like an hour long, because I'm pretty sure he has one of the biggest move lists in the game as far as I can tell. So let's jump into this. First, we got Power Wave, which is his projectile. You can do the medium punch for a faster projectile, so it's a pretty decent move. Then we got Round Wave, which looks pretty similar to Power Wave, except it's bigger and doesn't move, so I think you're meant to use it as maybe a combo ender, but I don't know. Quick Burn is a little 1-2 punch move. Then we got Burning Knuckle, which is a dash forward move. It's pretty nifty. Power Charge is a shoulder charge move and probably the move I use the most. I just found a lot of use for it. Crack Shoot is a big axe kick. Apparently you can use it in combos, but I couldn't really figure it out in the time allotted. And the last special move is Rising Tackle, which might be my favorite. I just really like the animation for it. But it's also a good anti-air move. Next, we got the Super Arts. Now, Terry's Super Arts are a lot of fun. I really like the Power Geyser one because you can enhance it for more damage. It costs a lot of resources, but it does, like I said, a lot of damage. But outside of that, the Super Arts are pretty normal. Animations are sick. Obviously, it's Street Fighter. All the animations are great. He's got a lot of unique moves. Passing Sway is really cool because he like jumps into the background for a second and he can do a sick cross-up move. Power Dunk is also quite solid, but my favorite is the Fire Kick move because you can special move cancel from it, and it starts low, which I like. It's quite useful. So as for combos, the best I was really able to come up with was Fire Kick into Rising Tackle or Power Charge. Maybe bust out a Super Art if I'm feeling crazy. Anyway, after messing around with his moves for around 10 minutes, I did some of his combo trials until I got stuck and felt I was just wasting too much time. Then I went to the character guide section to learn a basic game plan, and after doing all of that, I felt ready to dive back into CPU matches, and I did so with his arcade story, which was pretty fun. I'm not familiar with Fatal Fury or Terry's lore, but according to Street Fighter, this dude just drives around the world on his motorcycle, eating cheeseburgers and punching people. So this guy's awesome. Anyway, as for the fights themselves, I didn't really struggle too much, and I actually felt like I was starting to learn the character a little bit. So before going into ranked matches, I decided to test myself against a level 6 CPU. Against a level 5 CPU. And with that, I was ready for ranked. I did dick around a little bit too much because I only had like 15 minutes left of my rental period, so probably wasn't going to get through all of my placement matches, but as long as I win most of them, I will say I've learned the character. My first match was against Adolsum, and he did this really annoying combo thing with this. He got the first round using this bullshit. I got the second and third though, so I was able to lock in a little bit. So first match won, feeling pretty good. As for the second though, he beat me. Although, not to make excuses, but it felt like it was less of a character knowledge thing and more of a I just suck at Street Fighter kind of thing. So luckily this video isn't called Can I Learn Street Fighter 6 in an Hour, so we're good. Then I got matched against an Akuma, who, I'll be honest here, whooped me. I wasn't even close. He kicked my ass. My problem this time was just I cannot react to drive impacts. Like, I could see him coming a mile away and my monkey brain will just not hit the drive impact button. So to be fair, I am coming from Mortal Kombat and we don't have that shit over there. So you know, it was also at this point that I was really starting to feel my lack of Terry playtime, which sounds strange, but as it turns out, 45 minutes isn't really enough time to properly learn a character. But after losing that set, I got paired up with another Terry player who crushed me. He destroyed me. He was just incredibly aggressive, and I just didn't know what to do. I had no idea what to react with, like what to combo into. I was just fucking mashing buttons and hoping for survival. But even with all that ass whooping, I was just determined to just at least not end on a loss. So, shit. Hey, man, can I have like 50 bucks for... What? No, dude, it was one time. I called the plumber for you. I know I'm the reason it was clogged. Okay, so to answer the question, no. No, I can't learn Terry in 1 hour. I lost pretty much all of my placement matches. Turns out 1 hour isn't really a lot of time to truly get good with a character, but it is enough to get a feel for him and decide if you want to buy him or not. So I am glad the rental ticket system is in the game. It does suck the DLC is so extremely expensive, but I'm still probably gonna buy it if I'm honest. I mean, I'm sure the other characters will be cool too. Like, let's see what they are. You know, maybe 50 bucks ain't that bad, actually.